Hi, I'm Heather. Welcome to class. Today we're going to do some abdominals specifically for those who are beginners. Before we begin, if you find this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe. Let's start lying on our back. And we'll keep the knees bent. Make sure you can catch the outer edges of the mat and pull on the mat so that you can draw your shoulder blades down the back and press your shoulder tips, the very top of the upper arm bones, down into the floor so your chest is open, it's broad, and the neck is neutral. If you struggle to keep your neck neutral, let's say it's hard for you to roll your shoulders down, the shoulders are lifted, more often than not, the chin lifts up, the back of the neck shortens, and there could be some tension there. So if it is difficult for you to roll your shoulders down and bring length into the back of the neck, perhaps put a blanket underneath your head so you've got some support in your neck. But otherwise, shoulder blades drawing down the back, not so that you're arching your lower back though. Keep your lower back neutral and bring the knees and feet together. As we pull on the mat, stretching the mat down towards the feet side so that the shoulder tips press down, then lift the feet up off the floor and bring your knees so they're vertically top the hips. If you keep drawing the knees towards your chest, then the abdominals will not work as significantly as we'd like them to. So bring your feet back to the floor for a moment and place your hands across the abdomen so that you can feel your abdominal muscles. And with the feet on the floor, they're not going to be working, they're not going to be active. So there's a softness to the abdomen. But as soon as we pick the feet up off the floor, the abdominals start to engage. You feel the belly start to push up a little bit. But if you draw your knees further towards the chest, you're flexing the hips more, then the abdominals can switch off again. So find that point where your knees are vertically top your hips, you're engaging the abdominals, but you're not excessively pushing the belly up and causing the lower back to arch away from the floor, nor are you excessively pushing down hard through the lower back, trying to get the lower back to touch the floor. See if you can find neutral. Let's place the feet back on the floor again and just explore what is the neutral position of your lumbar spine. We'll straighten the legs along the floor and place one hand underneath your lower back, but don't arch your back to try and get it there. If your lower back is so close to the floor naturally that it's hard for you to slip your fingers or your hand in there between the floor and your lower back, then just observe that. Observe what your natural lumbar lordosis feels like when you're reclined. So we've got that feeling of neutrality, and then bend up your knees one leg at a time and see if you can maintain that neutral positioning of your lower back. Again, you can place your hands on your abdomen so you can feel the engagement there. Slowly pick the feet up off the floor. And again, just set your knees vertically atop the hips. So it's not a very big lift with the feet. Now, can you straighten the right leg up towards the ceiling? If the hamstrings are tight, the knee stays a little bit bent. But otherwise, again, the knees stay vertically top the hips, the hip joints, and you can still feel the abdominals are switched on here. Bend the right leg. Now straighten the left leg, all the while mindful of what your lower back is doing. You keep it neutral. Knees together. If possible, you're straightening the left leg. The right foot is not on the floor. Then bend the knee, replace the feet to the floor, have a moment of rest. Feel the abdominals are switched off now. And we'll go again, but we'll catch the outer edges of the mat. So once more, drag the hands on the mat as if you're trying to stretch the mat and pull the mat towards the feet. Press your shoulder tips down, but without pulling the lower ribs excessively away from the floor. Again, let's pick the feet up off the floor. Knees come vertically top the hips. Then can you, rather than pushing the belly up towards the ceiling, can you draw the navel back towards the back abdominal wall, but without flattening your lower back? That's a challenge. Keeping the lumbar neutral, stretch the right leg up straight, knees together if possible, and then bend the right leg, stretch the left leg up straight, knees together if possible, then bend. Feet to the floor and slide your heels along the floor. So there's a holding there through the abdominals as you slide, and then we're going to slide the feet back up again. So keep stretching the mat with your hands, slide the feet back in and pick the feet off the floor again. Heels down, slide the heels away from you, press the thighs down, and then slide the heels back in again, pick the heels up off the floor. Once more, heels down, slide the heels away from you. And all the while, just be mindful of what's happening here in the mid-body. When you pick the feet or you slide the heels, does your lower back want to pull up? That may suggest some weakness. So try and contain the abdomen, contain the front ribs, pick the heels up off the floor, and then let's rest again. So the feet can come onto the floor, relax your arms, relax the legs. We're going to do the same practice, but this time we'll work towards straightening both legs up once we've picked the feet up off the floor. So let's start with the legs straight along the floor. Legs are together. Inhale. Exhale. Slide the heels in. Pick the heels up off the floor and stretch the legs straight. Then bend the knees. So that was all on the exhale. Heels to the floor. Inhale. Slide the legs along the floor. Let's pause there. I'll see again if we can work with the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Heels slide in. Pick the feet up and straighten the legs. And then lower as you inhale. Slide the heels along the floor. Let's go again. So we're exhaling. Legs up. Inhaling. Legs down. And have a rest. Let go of the legs. Let go of the arms. Now that can be practiced with the breath the other way around. So just to confuse you perhaps even more, we'll try with the breath the other way around just so you get a feel, and you might find one feels better for you. So legs together. Let's exhale. Then inhale. Slide the heels in, legs up, and exhale. Heels down. Slide the legs along the floor. Inhale. Heels in, legs up, exhale, heels down, slide. Let's go again. Inhale, and notice if your shoulder tips are lifting off the floor. Keep going. Find what rhythm of breath suits you, but just notice, are your shoulders wanting to pull up off the floor? Can you keep the shoulder tips down, neck neutral, lumbar spine neutral? And we're still going repetitively on the breath. When you're ready, then you relax. Let go of the legs, let go of the arms. Now, with that idea of having the legs up vertical, we'll take the legs up and we'll see if we can just slowly descend one leg at a time. So again, catch the outer edges of the mat, slide the heels in, stretch your legs up. And we find our vertical position, legs vertical and the body horizontal. But just notice the lumbar may want to drop down to the floor here. See if you can keep your neutral lumbar curve. Draw the navel to the back abdominal wall. And so then if you palpate the abdomen, you're working the transverse abdominis, the muscles that are deeper than the rectus abdominis. You should feel there to the side of the abdomen, those muscles are switched in when you draw your navel to the back abdominal wall. And again, pull on the mat, stretch the mat away from the shoulders as you roll the shoulder tips down. Let's take the right leg down towards the floor, just hovering, and then raise the leg up. Now, if you're stiff in the hamstrings, knees can be a little bit bent, but don't bring them beyond that 90-degree angle relative to the torso. Exhale, left leg down and up. Right leg down and up. Use your breath. Exhale, leg down. Inhale up. Right leg down, exhale. Inhale up. Left leg, exhale. And inhale up. And let's bend the knees and slide the heels along the floor and relax again. Arms and legs relaxed. And you'll note the hip flexors have to work significantly when we're doing these practices. So it's not only the abdominals, the hip flexors are engaged as well. Now, to get a sense of those transverse abdominals that I was referring to, we're going to take the legs side to side. So again, let's catch the outer edges of the mat here, slide the heels in, bring the knees up, and now hold your abdomen, feel the abdomen to the sides, and gently rock the knees over to the right side, and then back to center, knees over to the left side, and back to center. You don't have to go very far. That will come in a moment, but just experiencing the gentle rocking from side to side. So you're moving from right side of the sacrum and pelvis to left side of the sacrum and pelvis. Do keep the knees and feet together. And again, feel that you're working abdominal muscles that are more towards the side. Now, as you're doing this, keep your knees vertically top the hips as you're in the center line, but as you roll over to the side, pick the knees up towards the chest and then back in line with the hips as you come back through the center. Pick the knees up towards your chest as you roll over. And you can now stretch your arms out to shoulder height. If it suits you better to catch the outer edges of the mat, then you can do that. But we're working now on a pose called Jatara Parivartasana, the twisted stomach pose. And so you breathe, exhale as you twist and you take the knees up towards the chest. Inhale as you come back to neutral. Exhale as you twist, knees coming up almost to the height of your arm, and then back. Exhale. Pin the shoulders down, so keeping both shoulders, hips pressing down evenly. Keeping the head neutral, neck neutral, chest broad. Let's finish up. We'll do this last side. And then back to center, feet on the floor. And let's rest with the legs in simple cross legs. That can be quite a relief for those hip flexors after having done some abdominal work. And swap the cross of the legs, opposite shin in front. Allow the knees to release out and down. Relaxing the hips, relaxing the abdominals, the spinal muscles, the shoulders, the arms. Easy breathing. And when you're ready, you can bring your knees together, roll to the side, and come to sit up. That was a brief and fairly simple practice to help access awareness of abdominal strength. And of course, we can continue with that awareness. I will be creating another video that will add on what we've practiced today, and that will be on YouTube. But in the meantime, if you do like practicing with me, I've got a very extensive video library on my website, heatherkitchenyoga.com.au. There's over 390 classes in that video library, and they're longer than what I put up on YouTube. They're full-length classes. I invite you to go over and have a look, check it out. There's a 7-day free trial to get you started. That's it for today. Thanks for joining me. For more in-depth teaching, check out the video library on my website, heatherkitchenyoga.com.au. The link is in the description box below.